Virginia House of Delegates, 1832. Let's get some. Because it's all about closing the light from entering your mind. Let's pick it up on page 3. Sir, we have, as far as possible, closed every avenue by which light might enter their minds. We have only to go one step further to extinguish the capacity to see the light. And our work would be completed. They, the Negro, would be reduced to the level of the beast of the field, and we should be safe. Now back it up. Let's take our time with this. We're just surfing the wave. This is literally being spoken in the Virginia House of Delegates by Henry Berry. Concerning slavery, concerning the Negro, the Naga. Sir, we have, as far as possible, closed every avenue by which light might enter the slave's mind. We have closed every avenue, my Naga. So all we're doing in Drop Nation, all we're doing, man, with our investigation is opening up these avenues that have been closed. Because they've closed. In 1832, they are professing to have closed every avenue by which light, what's light? Light is the information. Light is the frequency, my Naga. So by this time in the 1800s, right? Because 1832, right? Man, come on, man. America. Come on, my Naga. Come on, my Naga. America has been at war 93% of the time, 222 out of 239 years, my Naga. Alright? No U.S. president truly qualifies as a peacetime president. Instead, all U.S. presidents can technically be considered war presidents. The U.S. has never gone a decade without war, man. 93%. And you're going to read that, really it's 100%. They just say those are lesser wars. But who's the war against, right? The war's against the dragon. They have to slay the dragon, man. Either way you look at it, they have to slay the dragon, right? All their major tales are about slaying dragons. Why? Because the dragon is the person. The dragon is the male or female that is against the hijack. So they call them fierce or violent. Well, if they're just coming over here finding the Amaru Khan, the Khan, would you be fierce? Would you be violent to protect your land, to protect your wives, your children? This man or woman, my sister, is a dragon. And what does this connect with fire-breathing dragons? I mean, Psalms 18. Psalms 18. Psalms, I mean, look, man, come on, man. This ain't no play. Just put in Psalms 18. All right. Let's just pick it up. Let's just pick it up. We're just surfing away. Now, this is a Psalm of David, right? He's being jammed up by a bunch of hijacks. There we go. The Lord is my rock, my fortress, my deliverer, right? My power, right? Now, let's get it from here. In my distress, I called upon Powah. Remember H1961. Hey, Yah, Powah. Let's go. And I cried to my power. He heard my voice out of his temple And my cry came before him, even into his ears. Then the earth shook and trembled, the foundations also of the hills were moved and shaken, because he was wroth. There went up smoke out of his nostrils, and fire out of his mouth. Coals were kindled by it. He bowed the heavens also, came down in darkness under his feet. He rode upon the cherub and did fly. Oh yeah, he flew on the wings of the wind. We're talking about your creator that hears David. He hears his distress, and he comes down in dragon battle form with smoke out of his nose and fire out of his mouth, my naga. And you tell me, what's this got to do with the dragon? The fierce and violent person, you are the dragon? Okay, well, what's this got to do with the American? Okay. Because the Khan is the Khan. Khan, C or K. They're talking Khan, not kin. You never pronounce C-A-N, kin, until they tell you to. American. I ain't talking about my kin folk. I'm talking about my Khan folk. A native of America, originally applied to the aboriginals or copper color races that were just found here, my naga. They just found you here. And when they found you here, they went to war on you. Now you got the what? Chickamauga Wars. Who's the Chickamauga, my naga? I mean, just let me, we just asking simple questions, man. I think Wiki got a fast link on that. Look up the Battle of Chickamauga, man. Who's the Chickamauga? Oh, man, it's Jam Up Jones. Give me this, man. Chickamauga Cherokee. Who's the Chickamauga? The Chickamauga Cherokee were a group that separated from the greater body of the Cherokee tribes. So why did they separate, my naga? And why are they called Chickamauga? They separated. The majority of the Cherokee people wished to make peace with the Americans. They ain't talking about the copper color races. They're talking about the descendants, right? Nah, we ain't talking copper color races no more, right? We're talking about, but now applied to the descendants of the Europeans. So now they took your title, right? They're not from here, but because they're born here, now they could take the title American. Got it. So these Chickamauga are the Amarukan, the copper color, but they separated from another group of copper colored Nagas. Why? Because they wished to make peace with the invaders. They wanted to make peace with the invaders, you dig? Now you got the treaties of peace and friendships and all that, right? So this group of Cherokee didn't want to make peace with the invaders that wanted to do what? Take the title America, now apply to descendants. Now you can research Tecumseh's War, 1811, 1812. I mean, we're going to see it pop up. Because now you got these Cherokee that wanted to be hijacked free, my naga. I mean, they just wanted to be hijacked free. These Chickamauga, they wanted to be free, man. They had to separate from the other hijacks that wanted to do pieces and friendships with the descendants. At the end of 1776, following several military setbacks and reprisals that followed, the Chickamauga followed their headman Dragon Canoe. Are we talking Dragon or Dragging? Come on, let's go. Moved down from the Tennessee River away from the historic Overhill Cherokee towns. Now they got Lower and Upper. But they were named the Frontier Americans Associated Dragon Canoe and his band with their new town on the Chickamauga Creek. And that has a more derogatory name. It's talking about death. It begins to refer to them as Chickamauga, so they're not even really Chickamaugas, you dig? So we have, as far as possible, closed every avenue by which light might enter their minds, man. The Chickamauga minds. We have only to go one step further to extinguish their capacity to see the light, and our work will be completed. They will be reduced to the level of the beasts of the field, and we should be safe, my naga, because they went to war against you. Chickamauga. First 20 years was war against the Naga, and all this quasi-Barbary, all this is still Chickamauga. Tecumseh, 1811, research it, man, Seminole. Surf the wave, Allahu Akbar.